NTAE, your one-stop entertainment channel.
Hello and welcome to your weekend on NT Entertainment. My name is Reward and Nakera Paul. They call me the storyteller. And with me on the set this morning is me, myself, and I. Cecil is on other essential duties and she may be joining us later on the show. But for now, it's just me and I'll be taking you across the next 1 hour or so of the show so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Have you had a cup of tea, cup of coffee or something? Because we have a very, very exciting show for you this morning. Today on the show, we will be having live yoga. We're going to be doing that live on the show, so you don't want to miss. It's going to be very interesting yoga to help your back, your neck, and other things. So you breathing exercises that can help your general health. So you want to stay in and tune in for the show. I also will be talking to a very interesting beauty queen. She'll be joining us in the show. She'll be talking about her pet project, what it takes to be a beauty queen, where she came from, why she's doing what she's doing, and a whole lot more interesting information. Also on the show, we still have our regular segment. We'll have our sports segment, the talking movies, and all of that. But to get the show started this morning, here is Dance with Mima. So get your blood flowing and your body pumping. It's Dance with Mima. See you right back after that. two, and one, and two. Well, that was Dance with Mima, keeping your body and your energies going. You know, the thing about exercise and having your body in good shape is that it not only helps your body, but it also helps your mind stay clear, stay sharp, and stay in focus. So do try and get, you know, some exercise, walk around, dance around, do something to get your body flowing. Now, if you've been as busy as most of us have been during the week, you hadn't had time for a lot of stuff that you wanted to do. So we put this segment usually just for you, so you can find out what's happening in the world of entertainment. And we call it the Week in Entertainment. And we have, hey, yay, boys. Okay, good to have you on the show. So, what's happening in the world of entertainment?
We have, if you've heard of Chloe and her ex, Lamar.
Yeah, I'm happy he's up. I don't know him personally.
I think they are considering of removing their divorce. They're trying to come back and see what they can do with their marriage.
Oh.
And then Two-Face launched his biography, A Very Good Bad Guy. You know, after he turned 40, he now launched a book about his life, his music, and then his education. And
big question. If I have an overdose, will you come back to me?
I'll think about that.
All right. Up to you, Aya.
Hello and welcome to the Week in Entertainment. Laman Odom's near-death experience after a drug-fueled binge has been well documented in the press. His almost ex-wife Khloe Kardashian was by his side throughout the ordeal. Now that Lamar is recovering, report has it that Khloe and Lamar are giving their marriage a second chance, and they have a document to prove it because the divorce has been signed by both parties and filed. However, the judge had not done the final sign-off. The couple has asked for their divorce case to be dismissed. Khloe privately vowed to be by Lamar's side during his recovery, which will take months, and a few days ago they both agreed to give their marriage another chance. They both signed a document Weiser presented to the judge, asking that the divorce case be dismissed. Now the question is, what happens to James Harden, the basketball star Khloe Kardashian has been dating over the last few months? Ever since Sunday Oliseh became head coach of the Super Eagles, there have been some interesting turn of events. You will recall that Oliseh appointed a new captain for the team, Ahmed Musa, and afterwards, goalkeeper and ex-team captain Vincent Eyama dramatically announced his exit from the team via Instagram. Afterwards, there were reports that the National Football Federation had plans to regulate the players' social media use. Now, Super Eagles striker Emmanuel Emenike has announced that he's retiring from the national team after 5 years. Emenike took to his Instagram page to break the news, stating, "No more Eagles career after 5 great years. I am happy to announce that I have put full stop to my national team career for the sake of national peace. It's a pleasure for me to have played for this great country. I have never regretted it, and I think it's the best time to end it. Million thanks to all the fans who have been very supportive during the good and bad times." And also, in a recent development, the Nigerian Football Federation coach Sunday Oliseh became dizzy and weak and was advised to return to Belgium for treatment. Two-Face Idibia is a living legend, and that's a fact. The music superstar, who turned 40 years just a few weeks ago, has been opening up about his journey so far. His biography, A Very Good Bad Guy, Story of Two-Face Idibia, has been launched. Two-Face Idibia's biography was written in collaboration with Ayeni Adekunle and launched at the Terra Culture in Victoria Island, Lagos. His wife, Annie Idibia, Tiwa Savage, Richard Mofedamijo, and Ali Baba were amongst the numerous high-profile guests at the launch. The book talks about his childhood, first singing memories, his education, the defunct Plantation Boys group, and his first solo record deal with Kenny's Music. The Golden Icons Academy Movie Awards holds every year in Houston, Texas, USA, where Nigerian families, students, and many of Nollywood creators are entertained, rewarded, and given a Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's edition was hosted by AY and featured a special performance by our 2015 Guyama Song of the Year artist Korede Bello for Godwin. The 2015 Guyama Lifetime Achievement Award was presented to Clarion Chukura by Nollywood prolific director Lancelot Emaswen. Special guests included Alex Ekubo, Rita Dominic, Jim Ike, Eniola Badmos, Pascal Atuma, Korede Bello, Big Brothers Africa's Melvin, and several others. And our last story today, still on awards. The second edition of African Music Magazine Awards, AFRIMA, took place in Dallas, and the whole city was brought to a standstill with the influx of fans and African music superstars, with wonderful performances from Yuri Dukana, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Kalodi, Casey and more. The star-studded event in front of a sold-out venue proved a true celebration of African music in diaspora. Hosted by African comedy king Basketmouth and East Africa comedy queen Anne Kasime, guests were treated to an evening of fun, music, pomp and pageantry. Diamond Platnumz turned on the night as he bagged the Best Male East Africa AFRIMA Video of the Year and Bing Bong African Artist of the Year. Other big winners included Aka from South Africa with Best Male South Africa and Best Collaboration for Song All Eyes on Me. Nigerian Yemi Alade won Best Female West Africa, while Davido won back-to-back Best Male West Africa. Congratulations to our music stars who are making us proud over there. And that's much we have on the week in entertainment. The rest of the program continues with Only Reward.
Watch Your Weekend at this times on NTA.
It's still your weekend on NT Entertainment, and we've been having quite a blast. If you've been with us or you're just joining us, we just finished your weekend on NT Entertainment, and we talked about all the things that happened in the world of entertainment this week. We talked about Lamar and Chloe and getting back together, putting a halt to their divorce and trying to give their marriage a second, shot. As they say, nothing like a family tragedy to bring the family back together. Well, there was also the story of Two-Face Idibia and, a very good bad guy launching his biography and a lot of other stories. So if you miss it, well, join us same time next week for another week in entertainment. Well, they say that the beautiful ones are not yet born. But this morning, I like to say the beautiful ones are here with us. I have a guest with us in the studio, and she is no other than the second runner-up of the Miss Intercontinental 2014-2015, Miss Onka Sorobuchi. It sounds like the Robuchi, all hyped up name already. How are you?
I'm very well.
Good to see you.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's good. So, what's this whole Miss Intercontinental business?
Miss Intercontinental Nigeria, it's a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
It's not just a beauty pageant. It's not just anyhow beauty pageant, but it's a beauty pageant that will expose you. It will make you to explore. It gives you platform to even represent Nigeria in the world. Miss Intercontinental Nigeria, if you emerge as the winner and not the runner-up, though, because the person that won actually represented Nigeria in Miss Intercontinental World in Germany.
You think I could make Miss Intercontinental? Anyway, okay. How was that experience for you?
The experience was amazing. It was awesome. Meeting young people that are brilliant, beautiful, because it's not about being just beautiful. But beauty and brain, when it merges together, it's something very powerful.
Yes, it is.
So it was an awesome experience. It pushed me to the extreme to realize who I am. It made me to be better, seeing challenges, someone who is better than you, it makes you want to buckle up, to
From
step
what you just
ahead.
said, let me ask you a question. Said it pushed you to realize who you were.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some of the limitations, some of the ways specifically that this competition has helped you go beyond your former boundaries?
Yeah, before, I don't used to be a very bold person. I used to be a very shy person.
Oh.
But, meeting people, you'll be like, shit, this girl, she have it. So why can't I be better than this person? Why can't I be like this person? You know, it made me become better. I wasn't bold before. I used to be a very timid girl.
You used to be timid?
Of course, I used to.
I should have met you before you came bold. It would have been easier.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, interesting. So you went to the competition. Where did this hold?
In Lagos. In Lagos, the camping was amazing because it was held in Inagbe Resort. You know, we went through the water to the resort. It was awesome.
That's interesting. How many contestants were you?
We were 36.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I used to be involved in beauty pageants in the late 90s.
Wow.
And it's usually very tasking, you know, the lodging, the training, deciding to pick. I don't envy the judges. It's a crazy task to eventually pick who is who from whom. All right, so was that your first beauty pageant?
No, that was the second, because the first was Face of Democracy Nigeria.
Okay.
I emerged as Face of Democracy Nigeria ambassador. That was 2013.
Oh.
And this is my second.
Interesting. You're making a career out of this. All right, people like to know. So are you a student? Are you in school? People say, oh, once you're a beautiful girl, you don't need anything anymore. You can just go on in life.
No.
All right.
No, beauty without brain is absolutely nothing, because a time will come when the beauty fades away. So what is in you is now what you got up there.
Okay.
So I'm studying computer science. I don't know if I would say I'm a graduate already, because I'm just one step ahead to be a graduate. By next week Thursday, I will be defending my project. So
oh, lovely.
I'm ready to go for youth service by God's grace when the call-up letter comes out. So I'm studying computer science in Imo State University. I hear from Abia State. And obviously, I'm currently the Miss Intercontinental second runner-up.
Interesting. Tell us about your pet project.
Okay, my pet project is Keep Nigeria Clean campaign. You know, is an initiative that came to me. Is a passion, actually, because, you know, when I see young people who are just unperturbed about our environment, and I tend to wonder if we young people, if we are not conscious about our environment, who will? We are the future leaders of tomorrow. We have to be conscious about our environment. We have to create awareness, you know, be aware about your environment, to be clean about it. So my pet project, Keep Nigeria Clean campaign, is an educative and informative project aimed in promoting a cleaner and a healthier environment, especially targeting the young people and the youth at large. You know, education is a point to change behavior and attitude. So that's why I came up with this project, Keep Nigeria Clean. My target aim is in schools, in secondary school, primary schools. You know, even in the Bible, they said, catch them young for Christ. So I think this is the right time that I can catch them young. You know, when they have this consciousness that our environment needs to be clean, then it's going to be a better generation ahead. Because even for an instance, you know, I have this elderly friend, you know, that always tell the child, don't fling something from the car. It's not good. You have to keep it in the car. When you get to your destination, you can dispose it. So one day, they were actually going on a journey, then the dad flinged something from the car in the highway. The child was like, Dad, you said I shouldn't fling something from the car, then why do that? The dad said, it's highway, so it doesn't matter. People don't live here.
So if you train them up, they'll be
good.
Of
course.
Let me ask, why did you choose environment of all the multitude of things you could do? Most people will do one pet project, oh, homeless, oh, one of the cliche things. Why did you choose environment?
I actually chose environment because I think the fact that our environment has been neglected. We young people, we are just unperturbed about our environment. We need to be aware of our environment, because 40% of diseases, if not 50, are being breeded from unclean environments. You know, like malaria, cholera, all of them are from unclean environment. So if we are conscious about our environment, it's going to be a better place, and our future is going to be secured, because, you know, the world is moving so fast. So we have to be conscious about our environment. You know, I wondered, because actually it's my passion to clean environment, to keep our environment clean. So it actually motivated me. It was my drive. It was what motivated me.
It's usually good to get something you're passionate about. You have enough energy to sustain it and to push it forward. Let me ask, so what's next for you?
What next for me?
After this is done? Yeah,
you know, my project actually, I've gotten an approval from UBE because I haven't done a lot because of my education. my final
It's
year.
very important, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to concentrate to get my degree because your CV, your certificate matters no matter what
Well,
you
it
are
does,
doing.
and education is
Of
your
course.
primary background.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to do a lot, but now I'm a graduate, just one step ahead. I'm a graduate almost. I would want to take it further. You know, I would want to form it as an NGO. It's not, I'm not just doing it because I'm a beauty queen. It was a platform for me to start it up, but I would want to develop it to an NGO. Already I've gotten an endorsement and approval, from UBE, that's Universal Basic Education. I've written to Abuja Environmental Protection Board for an endorsement, and already I've written to sponsorship to some organizations, because I want organizations that have the same mandate with me to collaborate with them, then to pilot it to something that is going to be big.
That's interesting. We're looking forward to some of the big and the good things that you'll be doing in your future. Okay, now I'm sure we can't let you go without, you know, telling us something from the pageant itself, some of the most interesting moments that you had. A lot of women these days want to join a beauty pageant, want to become beauty queen, want to become famous. I like the fact that you're using the fame you have to push something that is worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people get the fame and don't know what to do with it. So tell us a bit, two things. One, what it is like, how young people can use this platform to push something meaningful or push themselves forward in life, and some inside information of special moments within the competition.
Oh, it was actually an amazing experience.
You look like you're about to cry. What? What did you just remember?
It was crazy. You know, in camp, you meet people. You have differences with people, no matter what. No matter how you think you are, you would always have differences. And it's very important to mingle with people. It exposes you. It makes you know the other part of life. Yeah.
All right, we're going to continue a bit of this conversation later. Please, I'm going to ask you to stay for the yoga session so that we can do some yoga together. All right, that's as much as we can take for now. We shall be right back with us much later in the show. But for now, we'll take a break, and when we come back, the show continues. Interesting. Very, very... I like the fact that you, like I said earlier on, you moved from just beauty queen to something important to you, something that you're passionate about, that you can continue.
Watch Your Weekend at these times on NTAE.
I'm going on a date too.
Please, could you let me have this first? My nose will be here in a minute. You can have mine then. It's just a difference by a few seconds. Thank you, thank you.
Hello? Hi.
Oh, hello. Excuse me. Are you Miss Maldonado? Is that you?
Yeah. Are you Mr. Yu?
Yes, yeah, I am. I wanted to see, where are you right now? And you're wearing a white shirt with a handbag.
Dodo, Mao Feng told me that you're still single. Hey, I can set you up. You are the hooker. You're the hooker. You don't know how to talk. I don't know how to talk. You scared me to
Yu
death.
Hongshui agreed to meet your new girlfriend?
Yes, he did.
What are you doing? I'm gonna break you.
Watch Dodo and her mothers-in-law at these times on NTA Entertainment.
NTAE Diary. It's all about celebration of life. From weddings to birthdays, awards, inaugurations. And thus memorable events of yours you'd like others to be part of. So come, let's celebrate you on NTAE Diary at these times. NTAE Diary. It's all about celebration.
And welcome back. It's still your weekend on NT Entertainment, and it's been quite a blast, like I promised you. We just finished talking with a beauty queen who has her pet project that she's pushing. Rather interesting one and rather interesting personality. Next, we move to foreign students learning the Chinese language. Special report. Enjoy.
Just like the South African diamond and gold rush attracted young prospectors from the West to the Cape in 1867, the lure of Mandarin, now seen as the language of the future, is pulling young students from all over the world to China to study.
In France, almost nobody can speak Chinese. For example, in my university, we just 6 people learning Chinese.
Taking the lead in South China in the research of foreign languages and culture, the Guangdong Foreign Language University offers insight into overseas economy and trade and international strategies.
Speaking a language is always an advantage. So I guess I can work with Chinese or do my own business with Chinese. Speaking Chinese is a good advantage that I have.
Established in 1964, the institution was set up to meet the demands of the increasing international exchange students in China. The most widely spoken form of Chinese, Mandarin is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations. Written with symbols known as characters, the Chinese character has been recorded as one of the oldest writing systems still in use in the world.
Speaking is very easy, but writing is the most difficult one.
There are over 100,000 Chinese characters, but only about 3,000 to 4,000 are studied in schools.
It was a bit hard, but there's a point you have to learn. Everybody has to learn.
Apart from Chinese language and culture, Western students have realized they have so much more to learn from China.
Chinese people they really need to save face per se, whereas in America that's not the most important thing that we focus on. You also respect your elders a lot more. You guys even have a holiday just for going to the graves and respecting your elders and paying respects and everything else, whereas we don't really have that.
The Guangdong Foreign Language University trained over 12,000 foreign and exchange students in 2014. From Guangzhou, China, Julieta Aino.
And welcome back. It's still your weekend, and that was a special report on foreign students learning the Chinese language. I know a bit of Chinese. Ta, 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 ta. That's from watching one of my favorite movies of all time, Heroes. Jet Li movie. I think that means far, far, far away or something like that. We did promise that we're going to have a bit of yoga on the show, and today, with our busy lifestyles and more the amount of stress involved in our work, in our lives daily, we need something extra to keep us. And one of the things that has lasted the test of time, as they would say, is yoga. And we have with us in the studio Basant Ram, a yoga therapist. It's good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You're looking very radiant, very...
Oh. I think it's the effect of yoga.
I think so too. So yoga therapy. Why yoga therapy? Why did you go into yoga therapy to start with?
Actually, when I was too young, I studied yoga in my school times. So that time our teacher used to say, if you do this type of things, you will be fit for that. So is yoga making me healthy? Yeah. And this is the right to stay fit, every human being. So when I started doing yoga and getting benefits for myself, so I said, wow, that's something else. It is, I'm not going to invest anything.
Okay.
Then I started yoga, and then later I thought, let me do this thing as a profession.
Okay.
Then I started.
So how long have you been practicing yoga professionally?
Is all about going to be 90-20 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes,
that's a long time. Have you always been in Nigeria? Where have you practiced before?
Like I said, I studied in India.
Yes.
Then this is my first destination where I am out of India. Over there I used to teach everybody, even our former Prime Minister of India, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, I used to do over there.
That's lovely. So what are some of the benefits of yoga?
You know, like I just said, to be stay fit is the right for all. So you are doing exercise, but you don't know what type of exercise you are doing, and which kind of exercise helping you in which way. So it's just not to exercise. Let cure some physical problem like mentally, physically, some other problems. Even many, which is like a big type of heavy problems like migraine, sinus, heart problem, diabetic. Everyone.
Sinus, you said sinus.
Yes.
Yoga can help sinus.
Definitely.
Now you have my attention.
Oh, that's right. And all those things can be cured by doing breathing exercises.
Interesting.
Just to breathe can make you well.
That's interesting.
Not need to go for so many different postures and put stress on your head. I cannot make it, and then you run away. People, why don't continue? Because when they feel pain and get, oh, I cannot make it. That's why they run away. So better to just keep breathing. Sit on place and just breathe. You're breathing. Right now you are breathing, but you can see you're not breathing proper. Your breath supposed to be here.
Okay.
But you are just breathing only here.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Yes.
If you want to learn breathing, see animals. When they breathe, this thing is work very well like that. Is it?
Yes, it is.
Want to see all child till 12-year-old. When they breathe, this thing works. But when you become adult, you start breathing from the lungs.
Oh.
That's why stress level becomes so high, and when your brain active so much and carrying so many things together, problems start coming.
Interesting. I always thought yoga was just about, fancy positions, stunning. But this is interesting.
That's the big challenge I'm facing in Nigeria, especially with Nigerian people. You know, what I observe here, Nigerian people don't love to do some kind of things which is help them to be fit. And I must blame to weather of Nigeria. It's so healthy weather. When you are getting healthy things, you will become lazy and you just lie down like this and bring some things. And your food is also so rich.
Yeah.
And eating, another bad habit. I'm not saying you stop eating.
Yeah, but we should eat.
Balance it.
Okay.
So it will help. Let other things not come and disturb you, because you're not, the calories you're taking, you're not burning.
Yeah.
And that is only possible when you work out.
Yes.
And when you're not working out, so this thing increasing every day by day by day, and one time it's become like a bomb. Okay. It's blast inside and create some problem.
Some problems inside.
So that's the way. By sitting on chair, you are doing nothing, you can do something.
Okay, that's interesting. So yoga, it's not only for, it's like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to the gym to do yoga. We can do yoga in the office.
Anywhere. You feel free, just sit on chair and do some small things, is make you healthy. Just your attention is very important.
Okay.
If you become lazy, you don't like to put any attention on yourself.
Okay, let me ask, what is the core philosophy, the core thinking behind yoga?
Is the oldest style where there was no medical science on ground. Yeah. That time people get sick, that time people get problems in the system. How they cure themselves? That's the way. And this, actually, if you talk about poses, is all comes out from the animals. Has you had any hospital for animals in the world? No. Where you can see the clinics for pets, but there are no any one hospital, especially hospital for the animals. So how the animals cure their problems?
That's
which kind of postures?
I never thought about it before. I never heard of a dog with cancer, or that's true.
But is this our medical people still using all this research on animals?
Yeah.
So they are comparing ourselves as animals. Of course, we are part of animal.
Interesting. This is very interesting. Think of some of the very important points for me is, one, I can do yoga just about anywhere, so I don't have to wake up in the morning, oh, I'm late, I can't go to the gym today, and I forget about it. After 3 days, I can sit in my office. on my chair, do my yoga. I can actually go out with friends, do yoga if we have the time.
Simple.
This is very
Even you
interesting.
can ask your friend, let come and join you and get benefits, and you are giving something good for them. Is it not?
Yes, it is.
And another thing, you are not going to invest any single money on it.
This is very interesting. So
in any other sport you are going to join, okay, you are going to join any other sports, you have to buy some stuff
to use,
like all the instruments, which like you are going to play football, you have to get set, all the dress, shoes and everything, band, ball, everything.
All right,
or you cannot do alone other sports.
Okay.
And this is you can do alone.
All right. So, Basan, we're going to have you back again, and we're going to have some practical sessions where we're going to do some yoga here live in the studio. So, just in case you can come back, please don't go away. We'll be back with Basan as he shows us some real-time yoga moves from especially the breathing exercises. He said that is very important. There are a lot you can do if you breathe properly. So, we'll take a break right now, and we'll go to a report on Nigerian students in China, their impression of China.
The People's Republic of China is a unique blend of ancient and modern civilizations. Since the country's reform and opening up over 3 decades ago, analysts say China is now one of the best places to experience the world in one single location.
I remember in the past, when you are coming from Nigeria to China, they will be looking at you, you are going there for what? When the currency of Nigeria and even dollar, they were almost the same. But now, within 20 years, the people have gone far.
Unfortunately, this opening up has not caught up with most of the country's billion-plus population.
I don't think they are civilized the way I see them. It makes me laugh. Because when they see blacks, they just look at us as if we are not from planet Earth. They just look at you. They will look you will know they are looking at you. They will laugh at you. They will take pictures. That sometimes makes me laugh at them. But it has been nice being here, Sha.
Bola Tito Abimbola was recently admitted to study sociology at the Harbin Institute of Technology, one of the top 15 universities of China. Unlike many Nigerians who have adjusted to the culture shock, she is still trying to take it all in.
You enter bus, it's not like BRT in Lagos where you will be fighting one another. This one is well organized. There is a queue and there's a fixed price. You don't have to shout on the driver, give me my change. There's a fixed price that you put in the box and you go your way. So everything is well organized here.
Just like Nigeria, China has a rich culture and a wide variety of food, mainly eaten with chopsticks. Whereas in Nigeria and other African countries, the diet is completely different and eaten with hands or cutlery. This is one of many situations many African students have had to adjust to.
Food is one of the challenges I face. But the variety of food the Chinese are having, they don't have variety of food like Africa. We have varieties of food in Nigeria than Chinese. So they are more of vegetable and mostly noodles and rice.
For Chinese students in these universities, having foreign friends has become an advantage. As most Chinese people on the streets neither understand nor speak English, they are usually curious about foreigners, particularly Africans.
I know the Nigerian student is very smart, yeah, and they know the more modern us because they speak English is better than us. We can teach each other.
China's Ministry of Education says over 378,000 international students from 204 countries studied in 775 colleges, research institutions and universities across China in 2014. The government says international exchange program is an important part of the country's social development.
Welcome back. It's still your weekend on NT Entertainment, and we've been having quite a blast, and we still have more to go. We have a live yoga session that's going to happen, so you don't want to go away. Right now it's about the time for sports, and I have Bumi and Ifeanyi standing by. Guys, what's happening in the world of sports this weekend?
A lot is happening. It's a field weekend for Nigerians. It started earlier this morning when the Golden Eaglet, rather, of Nigeria took on their Croatian counterpart. Don't forget, they played 2 matches earlier on. They won the first game 2-0 against the US, and in the second game it was against the host Chile. They won by 5-1. That was really, really entertaining. Eaglet lost their invincibility because they fell to Croatia 2-1 in that game, and within a month, the Eaglets have played the Croatians twice. Once in an international friendly match in Suwon, South Korea. They lost 3-2. Then this morning again, they lost to the Croatians. But that did not disturb their progress in the ongoing FIFA on the 17 World Cup. But before we go to the clip of the match for this morning, let's go back and check out how the Eaglets demolished the host Chile 5-1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 goals, or shall we say 5 letters, to spell Chile, which the Golden Eaglets accomplished in devastating style at the Estadio Sausalito in Viña del Mar at the ongoing FIFA Under-17 Championship. Having made short work of the hosts and done the business in their earlier game against the United States of America, it is fair to say the Golden Eaglets' title credentials in the tournament are no longer in doubt. Perhaps that explains the extra spring in the steps of the team handled by former African Footballer of the Year, Emmanuel Amuneke.
I think it's a joyful night. Before the game, we all expected that the game is not going to be easy due to the circumstances that surround the game. The host country, they're playing at home, they're playing in front of their people. We want to win our game to consolidate our qualification moving to next round. But I think we are grateful to God who made it possible for us to achieve this objective. I'm grateful to the players who put a very good big fight. They remain composed, they remain themselves, they never look nervous.
Coach Amuneke says the players are slowly but surely gelling like a team ready to go places. The Golden Eaglets will face Croatia in the final game of the group in Coquimbo on Friday with an unassailable 6 points, which gives them the top position in Group A and an automatic spot in the round of 16.
That was Fisayo Ogunfuyi reporting from Chile. Like I told you earlier on, Nigeria played against Croatia in their 3rd game of Group A, and they lost the 3rd game, but that did not stop them from qualifying for the next round. In fact, they will have to wait for matches that will be played on Sunday to determine their opponent. Nigeria are the defending champions of the tournament. I still have Eze in the studio with me. Eze, it's a lot of Nigerians expected, even before the tournament started, that the Golden Eaglet should go there and win a back-to-back FIFA Under-17 title. But with the defeat to Croatia, how visible is it?
I feel the defeat to Croatia is good because it doesn't mean that we are not going to progress, but at least it gives us that reality check to know that it's not all done and dusted, that we still have to put in work as well. So I'm happy that they lost at the time, that there's still room for improvement. So let's just wait and see how they play.
Okay, Nigerians are always very confident about their team, especially at this level. Looking at the fact that Nigeria has won 4 titles, a record at that level. Yeah. And when we won our first 2 games, the word was like, okay, Nigeria could do it again, defend the title. But with Croatia beating Nigeria twice within a month, the first one was in Suwon, South Korea, in a friendly international tournament. In that tournament, Nigeria beat Brazil, but we were unable to beat Croatia. Okay, now let's come to the tournament itself. Okay. We beat Chile. Chile drew with Croatia. Now we lost to
I guess
Croatia.
We'll just attribute it to the game of football. There are always surprises, and they always have that team that may give you a little bit of trouble. But I believe, with the progress we're making, by next time we'll meet Croatia, and I hope we don't, but the next time we meet them, I think we'll be able to beat them.
Okay, as a Nigerian now, has your hope, reduced about the chances of the Eaglets?
No, I'm not. I saw them play against Chile. They were very good, and, it seemed like a team that have played for 5 years because, the passes were good and the interchange and all. So I've not lost confidence at all. I just feel we had a bad game, and in subsequent games, I believe we'll do better.
Well, we just had a bad game, and we will do better in our subsequent games. It also might interest you to know that the Nigeria under-17 team, they have a crop of players that graduated from the under-13s to the under-15s and now to the under-17s. And you remember the Kelechi Iheanacho now playing for Manchester City. So the new boys are towing the same line, and don't be surprised if tomorrow you find Manchester United, you find Manchester City, you find Arsenal, or even Real Madrid coming from the hands of this world. They are already making names for themselves. Well, quickly, I told you earlier on that there will be a lot of matches of interest for Nigerians this weekend. The Nigerian Super Falcons will be in action in Abuja. That will be at the Abuja National Stadium by 3 p.m. today. It is the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. In fact, the Nigerians got to the final of the last edition. They lost to Germany in the finals. Remember Azizat Oshoala? One-time women sports personality of the year here in Nigeria. So there are a new set of girls trying to toe the same line, and they will be playing the first leg of the qualifiers against Betsena. That is the under-20 team of South Africa at the Abuja National Stadium. Well, the Nigeria Football Federation, they've called for support. Nigerians come support the team. But Nigerian women's team, we've not been doing well in recent times. We failed to qualify for the Olympics. At the All-Africa Games, we came a distant fourth, losing to teams like Côte d'Ivoire and the likes of it. You know, looking at our chances against South Africa.
Well, we've had a poor run of form with the female team, but I think there's been a change in personnel, I mean in the coaching aspect. So let's see what this new coach has to offer. You know, when there's a change in personnel, somebody brings something new to the table. So let's watch that and, and see. And I feel this, they will do well because it's an opportunity for the younger girls, like you said, the likes of Oshoala and all that came from there. They had the chances and they were exposed, and we have some of them playing in big league football, like Oshoala plays for Liverpool female team, and the rest.
A host of others. Some play in the US, there's Iberi who signed for PSG in France, so it's just a window for you to expose yourself.
So I feel they're going to do very well this time around, and well, I'm looking forward to that, I guess.
Well, if you want to be a part of the history, it's not just enough for you just hearing or listening or seeing the history. If you want to be a part of history, why not go to the Abuja National Stadium today and cheer the ladies against South Africa? But don't forget also the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be in action this weekend, and it will be in faraway Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, and it is the CHAN qualifiers. The CHAN qualifiers, the CHAN tournament is actually a tournament meant for local players playing in their countries. So it's a nation's cup, but you need to qualify first. And this is the last hurdle for Coach Sunday Olise's boys. But unfortunately, Sunday Olise will not be part of the team because he's out. He's not injured, he's ill. He's in Belgium, but the news we heard is that he's recuperating, and he actually spoke to the team as they will be preparing for their game, which will be coming up on Sunday against the Burkina Faso team. In the first leg here in Nigeria, Nigeria won by 2-0. Bola Honsalami leading the charges of the Super Eagles. But away from home, it's always a different game when it comes to football, especially here in Africa. There's this thing we call home advantage. How do you think the Eagles should deal with the home advantage we foresee in Ouagadougou?
Well, I don't feel the home advantage will affect them much, though I feel the game that they played here in Nigeria, the first leg, that it wasn't all that rosy, a few touches here and there, but we were able to scrape through. So I think they should just focus on the tactics and, pass and, let them make their noise and all. We just need the result.
Okay, talking about tactics now, the man who will be in charge of the tactics is Yusuf, the former Enyimba coach, former Kano Pillars coach, and he has promised Nigerians that they will see the best of this home-based Super Eagles when they take on their Burkina Faso counterpart. But lastly, we can't just talk all about these without talking about what will be going on in the English Premier League this weekend. Manchester United fans, how confident are you guys as you go into your then inviting city, the once noisy neighbors? Their noise is now very loud. Quickly, just before we go, the noisy neighbors are coming to the Red Devils. Can the Devils outstage their neighbors? In the past it has been Manchester United, then money came in.
Yeah. Well, I'm judging by last season. there was this same crop of players with Man City, and there's been a lot of change in Man U. So I feel we are going to be surprised as to how the game will go, because Man U this season got new players and new style of play.
So you feel with the new players, with the new philosophy,
yeah, so
you think they can beat
It's
City?
difficult to say that this team would win, because now we have Man U coming with a new group of players and a new tactics, and we have City being in such good form, and maybe brought in a few players.
What I can deduce from what Eze is saying, he's a Manchester United fan, and he's not confident enough to say United will win.
I'm just saying that this game is unpredictable. We just have to go and watch it.
Okay, unpredictable. Go and watch it, and that will be the size of the sports segment on the weekend. If you enjoyed it, why not keep a date with this segment once again?
Watch your weekend at these times on NTAE.
And welcome back. We're back here at Your Weekend and NT Entertainment, and it's what I promised, the live yoga session. So Basant will be here taking us on yoga, things that you can do at your home in different places. And we have our full cast. With us, Seydou is here with us. Usually not seen on TV, but we have him here, and he's also joining us on the show. I think you should take off your shirt so you can be more comfortable and interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this one about?
This is my T-shirt from our project. Behind it is with the Keep Nigeria Clean campaign. Okay. My PA is wearing the same thing. So that's what I will wear to schools when I want to educate them about the need to keep our environment clean.
Interesting. All right. So, Basant, off to you.
Thank you very much. Like you said about office people getting stress, all this neck, head, special shoulder, shoulder blades, where you can cure by small exercise. How you can go for? Join your fingers together like this, put on your shoulders, touch your elbow front of your face, raise it up over your head, breathe in very well, then release down. Make sure you're touching your shoulder front of your face all the time. Let's make 10 times. Can you make it 10 times? Or 5 times? Don't miss your breath. Don't stress yourself. Breath all the time. Face up. Why are you forcing? Please don't force. Just relax. Breathe proper. Get it? Let me make it 5 times. Is it okay? Because I can see everybody forcing too much to do this. Just relax. Okay, let's anti-clockwise. From down to up. Give fully space for your shoulder. Small, just breath. Get it? Make it higher. Make it more higher. Wide yourself. Oh my God, everybody face looking like I'm punishing them. Come on. Okay, relax. Raise your elbow up.
Okay.
See? Let your elbow face to the roof. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Then open your fingers behind. Is it? Let your palm face to the roof. Your palms face to the roof. Start taking your hands up. 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 Small. Breath very well. Don't use your power to do this thing. Just breath. Simple. You can see. Straight your hands. Your elbow. Release your wrist. Fingers straight. Let your palm face to the roof, not to the front. Straight your lower back. Breath very well. Just breathe. Just breathe. Okay. back fold, correct, and then bring it down.
Wow.
How much time you spent? And everybody said, wow. I'm not giving any instrument, I'm not asking.
Too much above.
I'm not asking you should hold the weight and do something like this. Where you're using your force? Why? Just breath. Breath will give you full peace of mind. Okay, like you said about blood pressure we are talking about.
Yeah.
Blood pressure you can control just by your nostrils. One right nose gives hot air, left nose gives cool air, and which is balance your body temperature. When you are giving breath, your breath should be go till here. So don't do just small. See here, put your right thumb on your right nose. Be straight, don't relax. You are folding this powerhouse already. When the powerhouse is folded, how you can feel it? Yeah. Okay, see here. Block it. Then right open. Yes. From right, breathe in. From right. And block. Just alternate breath can maintain your all this body disturbance, mental disturbance. But one time, two time is not enough. You have to increase the numbers. Now you are taking time for breath. Otherwise, in normal life, just like this, you finish your breath. Yeah. Okay? Let your breath should be go always here. When you are eating something, you are drinking something, it is going here. Why not? Oxygen is supposed to be go there. This is your powerhouse, which is center part of your body. From down is the hot, from up is the cold. This is the two reaction you will get by your belly button, and that's why you are using your belt here. You are not using here or not using here. So from here you are dividing. So please keep breathing. You're talking about sinus.
We just have like 30 seconds left.
Yes, you are talking about sinus. Yeah. So just breath very well.
Well, that's
why your body is moving. Breathe very well.
That's as much as we can take on the show. We'll be back same time next week. The yoga continues. Enjoy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Please.